What's up, you guys? Sifu AJ here with another video. This video I'm going to cover meditation for telekinesis. The most two popular videos I have that's getting circulated right now is The Secret to Telekinesis and How to Do Telekinesis Instantly. Those seem to be getting a lot of views, and I see a lot of questions that come up there, and I don't think I made a video on meditation yet, and someone recently just asked that, like yesterday, on The Secret of Telekinesis, like, teach me meditation. So that's a good question, actually, and I should cover that, because while those two videos talk about techniques on how to build up the mental muscle and control over the energy, it doesn't really talk about I haven't really talked about ways of getting the energy, and meditation is one of the most important ways to get the psi energy up, the chi energy up, the mental energy up. Well, actually, with telekinesis, it's yin chi. So what I'm going to teach you today is how to do a yin chi meditation, which is for building up stuff like telekinesis and lucid dreaming or astral projection and all that kind of stuff. It just helps with that kind of stuff because those are yin in nature. More of the spiritual energy instead of the physical energy like yang energy would be. Which would be like fire or hard body or protection or hitting, breaking things and that kind of stuff. And we're not doing that. We are going to just keep it real simple. Sit in a comfortable place, whether it's on the floor with your legs crossed or on a chair. Just don't do it standing. It won't work standing. So you sit down, keep your spine straight, close your eyes, and you're going to start with what I like to call neutral breathing, which is everyone should be breathing like this all the time, which is like 3 seconds to 4 seconds, like 3 to 4 seconds on an inhale and 3 to 4 seconds on an exhale. I prefer that you start off with that instead of just trying to get into it. You just sit there and pay attention to your breath for about 5 minutes of doing this neutral breathing. Like that for 5 minutes or so. Then you're going to switch it up. And this is where it gets into the yin side of stuff and gets your telekinesis to improve and gets them more energy. Now what you're going to do is you want to slow down your breathing rate. You want to go from 3 breaths in and 3 breaths out to about 7 seconds inhale, 7 seconds exhale. Of course, sitting with your spine straight, eyes closed. So you do the 5 minutes of the neutral first. Then you go and try to do at least like 5 minutes of that negative breathing. As a beginner, you'll want to start like that. And in fact, after you finish doing the 5 minutes of negative breathing, you want to go back to neutral breathing. Okay? So do 5 minutes of neutral breathing, 5 minutes of negative breathing, 5 minutes of neutral breathing again, and then come out of your meditation. That's a 15-minute meditation if you do like that. So that's the best way to start. Now, the 5 minute for the neutral is always going to be enough when you start. And then if you want to go and practice as you get better, practice the negative breathing that's at that 7 seconds rate, longer than 5 minutes, and take it to like 10 minutes as you get better, that's cool. But always before you come out, you got to go backwards the way you came. So if you go from neutral to negative, you always got to go back to neutral before you come out. That's just the only way you're going to keep yourself healthy and not have any bad side effects. So keep that in mind. That's really important. All right. Now, to get it even deeper, there's also, after negative breathing, there's different levels of negative breathing. So, as you were doing 7 seconds, as you get better, you can incorporate this. You can go from the neutral breathing to the negative breathing to the extra negative, like the other level, like the second level of negative breathing, which would be doubling the negativity. So you're subtracting, right? You're gonna go from 7 seconds to 14 seconds on the inhale and 14 seconds on the exhale. And this doubles each time. So the more negative you want to get, the more that doubles. But you have to keep that rule in mind where you have to go from neutral to negative and to the more negatives and negatives. And if you're going to come back, you have to go back the way you came. So if you're at the second negative of doing 14 breaths, you got to go back to the 7 and then back to the neutral to come out of it. So does that make sense? You go from neutral to negative and as negative as you want, but you got to come back the way you came to get back out of it. Okay? Give that a shot. Comment, subscribe, like, ask questions, share. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope that really helps. I guess let me just do the recap real quick. Meditation for telekinesis. We're going to focus on what's called negative breathing, which builds up yin chi. What you want to do is sit down comfortably, spine straight, eyes closed. Start with what's called neutral breathing, which is about 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out of breathing. Inhale, exhale for 3 seconds. Inhale, 3 seconds, exhale. Do that for about 5 minutes. Go on to what's called neutral breathing, where it's 7 seconds inhale, 7 seconds exhale. Do that for about 5 minutes. And then go back the way you came. Go back to neutral. Do that for about 5 minutes, which is 3 in, 3 out. And then you've done a 15-minute meditation. And you could augment that as much as you want by increasing the amount of time you do the yin, or even taking the yin to deeper levels. But always follow the rule that the way you come is the way you got to go back. So you start at neutral, you can get to negative, do negative as long as you want, or even get more negative and do any of this stuff as long as you want, but just make sure you come back from that like really negative to negative, or just negative back to neutral. But like it's gotta go really negative back to neutral, whatever. You guys get my point, right? I just want to make that clear though. If you have to always start with neutral and end at neutral. Okay, you go from neutral to negative and you come back to neutral, and then you end your meditation. All right, don't forget that. You should be building up a lot of yin chi with that, and you'll see your ability to relax and get more focused and connected with objects on a spiritual level will be much easier. Okay. I know it takes time because, like I'm saying, like minimal is 15-minute meditation, right? So, and I gave you the technique how you can expand it so you can do this stuff for an hour if you wanted to, or whatever. Okay. Good luck, you guys. Thank you.